Welcome to all my students. Today in this session we will learn about India's relationship with other countries. In this chapter you will learn about relationship between India and China, relationship between India and Pakistan, relationship between India and Russia, relationship between India and USA. In this session, I'll be teaching you two concepts, that is relationship between India and China, relationship between India and Pakistan. China and Pakistan are two neighboring countries of India. About them we will learn today. Before learning about the relation between India and China, India and Pakistan, first we should know why should we have a relation with other country. Now let me take an example of a family. A family cannot survive alone. It needs the support of other family. So remember, a family can never prosperous without interacting with another family. So same way, a country can never progress without interacting with other country. And you know how is the environment today. Today's environment is globalized and modernized. In such an environment, it is inevitable for a country to have a relation with other country. It is not a necessity now, it is a need. It is mandatory, it is compulsory, we cannot be without a relation with other country. So in the fourth part of our constitution under Article 51, international peace and coexistence is explained. Children, you remember Indian foreign policy, I have explained about Article 51 detailedly, where it explains about international peace and coexistence. Now we will learn detailedly about India and China. Children, observe this map and the flag. Whenever you see this flag, you can recognize India flag as well as Chinese. And see the border which we share with China. It is located in the northern part of India and we share a long border with China. Comparing with other neighboring country, China shares a long border. You have to note down a point here and that has to be written in your homework book. I'll ask you a question and to that question you have to write it in your homework book. So that here the question is, who is the Prime Minister of India and who is the Prime Minister of China? You have to mention it in your homework book. As I have already mentioned about, China is a big country which borders India. The relationship between India and China was not started now. It was started from the ancient time. If you see, it has been started from Mesopotamian and Indus River Valley civilization. And the most important, Buddhism took birth in India. But it was accepted and it started spreading all over China. Actually, Buddhism originated in India, has founded a wide acceptance in China. Many Indian rulers have cordial business relation with Chinese ruler. And next, most important, a silk trade. The silk trade which was started in India, that was first we had adopted from China. That is clearly mentioned in Kautilya Arthashastra. So remember, from ancient time itself we had a relation with China. And the most important, the Buddhism, the religion which took a birth in India was gained its importance in China. And most important, the business relation between India and China had gained more importance during the ancient time itself. And one great example, the Silk Trade. The Silk Trade between China and India is discussed in Kautilya Arthashastra. After the emergence of India and China as a two sovereign republic, their mutual relations were guided by Panchashila principles. After India and China got independence, the mutual relationship between them was guided by Panchashila principle. And you people remember Indian foreign policy, I had explained about Panchashila principle, detailing that. A war broke between India and China in the year 1962. It was due to Tibetan crisis. The Tibetan crisis started raising up. Due to that, there was a war between India and China in the year 1962, where India lost the battle. After that, there was also one more problem with China regarding border dispute. Even today, it is not solved. And recently, you people have also seen in the news, still we have a problem between India and China. The next one is regarding Arunachal Pradesh. Even today, China claims that Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them. So on this matter also, India and China has misunderstanding. First thing is, remember about Panchashila principle, which was signed between India and China, where we try to maintain a very good relation between each other. But later in the year 1962, we had fought a war with China regarding Tibetan crisis. And after that, even border dispute has arisen, and even today still exists. And next one is, even today China claims Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them. And next one, the most important, in spite of border dispute and war, the bilateral relation between India and China has remained and continued healthy. We had a very good relation with China. But today we have a problem in the relation between India and China. You don't worry about that. What is given in your textbook, you learn, children. That is enough. So according to the textbook, we have a very good relation with China in bilateral relation trade. The next one is the most important. Both the country have highest population, and both the country are identified as leading economies of the world. And we have a very good relation with China connected with the trade after 1980s. And we also have continued our relation with China by signing a group country organization, that is BRIC. BRIC here means B stands for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India, C for China, S for South Africa. So BRIC in 2015 group of countries have been established. This further strengthened the relation between India and China. Children, observe this picture, which will help you to understand the points which were explained regarding the relation between India and China. If you see this picture, you should recognize what are the points you have to write it when they ask what are the relation between India and China. The first one is I have told you regarding Buddhism. So when you see the picture of Buddha, you have to remember Buddhism originated in India but gained its importance in China. Next one is, you can see a picture where I have shown a handloom, a silk. So here you have to remember about the silk trade, which was clearly discussed in Kautilya Arthashastra. And next one, Panchashila principle. A Panchashila principle signed between India and China, which guides the mutual relation between India and China. So remember, when you see this three picture, first picture you will remember about Buddhism you have to explain. Second one, silk trade you have to explain. And third one is you will explain about Panchashila principle. Children, now see the picture here. The first picture I am talking about, where they have mentioned about Indo-China War 1962. If you have listened carefully what I have discussed previous slide, you will be able to answer this question. Tell me why the war took place between India and China in the year 1962. What was the reason for it? Tibetan crisis. Remember the word Tibetan crisis. The problem which arises between India and China. We had a very good relation. As I told you, from the ancient time itself, we had a very good relation with India, with China. But now, in the year 1962, we had a war. What was the reason for it? Because of Tibetan crisis. The next picture you will see, where I have shown you the India map, and a red color you can see, a red color, which show it is showing about Arunachal Pradesh. See the state and observe. Arunachal Pradesh. Why did I mention Arunachal Pradesh? I did not mention any other state. I mentioned only Arunachal Pradesh. Why did I mention? Now tell me the answer. The answer is that even today China claims that Arunachal Pradesh belongs to them. Is that clear, children? Now this two picture, you have to remember those points, what you have to write about India relation with China. The next one is, you can see a picture where both the prime ministers are shaking their hand. So here it shows that after 1980, we had a very good relation with China. We had a very good relation with China in regard with trade. So even today we have a very good relation with China regarding the trade. Recently, we had some misunderstanding between India and China regarding the trade. The next one is, I mentioned about a BRIC organization, and which other country are the member of the BRIC. I have clearly mentioned here. B, Brazil. R, Russia. I, India. C, China. Yes, South Africa. So these are the points you have to remember when they ask you about India and China relationship. So remember, once again we will try to recollect what are the points we have learned. So the best way to recollect is just see the picture what I have shown to you. First I showed the picture of Buddhism. Next, silk trade, Panchashila principle, Indo-China War 1962, and Arunachal Pradesh with that. A trade relation between India and China. We also have a very good relation with China by signing an organization, BRICS, BRIC. So remember these points. By remembering these points, you will be able to write the relation between India and China more better. Next, we will learn about India and Pakistan. Next, we will learn about India and Pakistan. They say you should observe the flag of both the countries. And next one, see which side is Pakistan located towards India. North, western part it is located. The green in color which you see in the map is Pakistan. Have you observed this clearly, children? The next, we will learn about Pakistan now. India and Pakistan are the neighboring countries today, but before, Pakistan was a part of India before the independence. But after the independence, Pakistan became a separate country and we have a good relation between India and Pakistan, and that whether we have a good relation or whether we have some misunderstanding between them, we will learn as I start explaining each point. You will understand whether we have a good relation or we have some misunderstanding between them. We will learn now. India and Pakistan are the neighboring countries. Pakistan is not only a neighboring country but was an integral part of India during pre-independent period. But after Indian Independent Act of 1947, that is after Indian Independent Act was signed in the year 1947, where India and Pakistan were separated, and that we call it partition of India. And soon after partition of India, foreign relation between both the countries started. We started having a relation between each other. So more than the relation, you can see what are the problem, a dispute we are having with Pakistan. First one is terrorism. Second one is Jammu and Kashmir issue. And the other one is water sharing dispute between both the countries. Both the countries have fought 3 wars. In the three war, India had won all the war. In order to improve the bilateral ties between both the countries, many agreements were signed. First one, Tashkent Agreement, where Russia had been a mediator for it. Shimla Agreement, Lahore Bus Yatra, a bus starting from Amritsar to Lahore. Agra Conference have been entered. See, what are the bilateral ties we have with India and Pakistan? Tashkent Agreement, Shimla Agreement, Lahore Bus Yatra and Agra Conference. Though we have signed so many agreements, it did not yield us much. We had a very less return from this. What was the reason why we did not gain much benefit from these agreements? The main reason was attack was taken place on Indian Parliament House in the year 2001, Mumbai attack in 2007, Pathankot attack in 2016, all of you remember these attacks which gained a life of many. Due to that, we don't have a very good relation with Pakistan. So remember children, we had fought 3 wars with them and all the 3 wars we won. After we won and we had fought many battles with them, but still India wants to maintain a friendly relation with Pakistan. We entered into many agreements with them. Tashkent Agreement, Shimla Agreement, Lahore Bus Yatra and Agra Conference. Though we had entered in too many agreements with them, but this did not give us much importance to it. The main reason is the attacks took place in India in Parliament House in 2001, Mumbai attack in 2007, Pathankot attack in 2016, which affected our bilateral relation between India and Pakistan. The next we will learn about the most important. Even today we have a problem with Pakistan regarding one particular issue. All of you know. What is that issue, children? Jammu and Kashmir issue. So even today, from the day after, from 1947, after the independence, till now, we have a problem regarding Jammu and Kashmir issue. there are some few similarity between these two countries. That is, we share a common culture and economic ties, and mutual exchange in both the field have continued. The mutual trade relation have continued ever since independence. Similarly, both have responded to each other's needs during emergency and natural calamities. Whenever Pakistan has faced any natural calamities, it is first India who had given a supporting hand to Pakistan. Now, observing these pictures, you will remember what are the points you have to write about India and Pakistan. So, first one, see this picture. I think you observed it clearly. I've showed you the India map. But see the difference between the first map and the second map. What is the difference you find here? In the first map, you will see that Pakistan is integrated with India. But in the second map, you will see that Pakistan is not connected with India. So here it shows that Pakistan was part of India before independence. After independence, partition of India took place, where Pakistan was an independent country. So you have to explain first about after, before and after. Before and after independence, 1947. So first you have to say before 1947, what was the relation between India and Pakistan, and after 1947, how was the relation between India and Pakistan? Is that clear, children? The next picture shows what are the problems we have with India and Pakistan. You can see a green color. I have showed you the picture of Jammu and Kashmir, and a green color picture there, a green color which has been colored in Jammu and Kashmir. So that part actually belongs to India, but it is occupied by Pakistan. So we call the place as Pak occupied Kashmir. So we call it as POK. The next one is, the major problem which Pakistan creates in India is terrorism. That is the second picture which highlights about it. Third picture which shows clearly we have a border dispute between India and Pakistan. So remember, three major problems we have with Pakistan. The first one is Kashmir issue, Jammu and Kashmir issue. Second one is terrorism. And the third one is regarding water dispute. Now, what are the agreements we have signed with Pakistan? First, as I mentioned, Tashkent Agreement. Here you have to remember Tashkent Agreement was signed between India and Pakistan, and Russia was the mediator for it. And next, Shimla Agreement. And after that, Agra Agreement. And the last one where you see the picture of a bus there, Lahore Bus Yatra. These are the agreements we have signed. I have told you these are not gained as much benefit. The main reason is, I told you the three attacks which took place in India. One in the Indian Parliament House, next one Mumbai attack, and the last one Pathankot attack. So you have to remember, due to this three attacks, we don't have a very good relation with Pakistan. Observe these pictures and write the point regarding relation between India and China. So first you will explain before and after 1947. Next picture you will write about the relation between India and Pakistan as affected due to Jammu and Kashmir issue, terrorism and water dispute. And we had signed agreement with Pakistan, Tashkent Agreement, Shimla Agreement, Agra Agreement and Lahore Bus Yatra Agreement. And you should also explain in this why these agreements have not benefited India. At that time you will mention about 3 attacks which took place on India. That is Indian Parliament one, and the next one is regarding you have to remember about Mumbai attack and Pathankot attack. So these are the things you have to remember. Now I start explaining about assignment. Next one regarding assignment. Why does country need to have a good relation with other countries? The answer for that is, a country can never progress without interacting with other countries. In this globalized and modernized environment, it is inevitable for a country to have a relation with other country. The first para in your textbook, from your textbook, has to be written for this answer. Is that clear, children? Next one is regarding what are the reasons for the tension between India and Pakistan. They have asked about the tension, but still you will start explaining from before and after 1947. After explaining about that, you will write the agreement what we had signed with the Pakistan, that is Lahore Bus Yatra, Shimla Agreement, Agra Conference, and you will also write about Tashkent Agreement. After writing this, you have to write what are the problems we face with Pakistan, Jammu and Kashmir issue, water dispute, and you will write about the terrorism. Though we have signed many agreements with Pakistan, it has not given us good benefit for us. What are the reasons? That also has to be mentioned. That is regarding the attacks you have to mention here. Is that clear, children? The next one is the relation between India and China is recently spoiled. What are the reasons for that? The same thing for this also. You have to write the relation between India and China from ancient time. That is Sindhu River civilization you have to write. You have to mention about Buddhism, and after that a cordial relationship between India and China regarding silk trade, which was discussed in Kautilya Arthashastra. Then after that you have to mention India and China's relation in the year 1980s. About that you have to mention the trade relation. Then you will write about the BRIC. So these are the points you have to write. After that you will explain why our relation between India and China is affected. You will write regarding the Tibetan War, and then you will explain about the border dispute between India and China, and you will explain even today Arunachal Pradesh comes under China, is claimed by China. You will mention this. Is that clear, sir? These are the points you have to write, the relation between India and China. I think all the 3 questions you have to write it in your homework book, and don't forget to write your name on the paper. Thank you, children. The remaining concept will be explained in the next session.